So first of all, we want to log in with Oracle Apps. So here we want to log in with this Oracle applications. Next, we can choose any one of the responsibilities and open the main form. Go to respected PO, and here observe this one. We have a equation. First of all, I want to create a equation. With the reference of that equation, we want to generate the PO. Then here, first I want to create a equation. Item is JTP9. So we have only one item, and next we choose the quantity. Suppose we need to require 500 quantity with 15 rupees. Okay, 7,500. So at which date it is required? Okay, maybe we are going to specify. This is the date we are going to specify. Okay. Once it is completed, here to which organization the item is required. So in master inventory organization, which location you want to move it. Locations, right? Then now here we specify the here we are giving the distribution information. We generate the chart account. Automatically it will come based upon our setups. So now we want to save the records. Once we save these records, we are getting the requisition number. We are getting the requisition number. Now we can close this one. Now we are going to approve this requisition. What is the requisition number? 2. Now click on approve. Click on OK. So now we completed this one. We check it whether the requisition is approved or not. So what is the requisition number? 2. This is our requisition number. Click on find. Now it will show us whether the requisition is approved or not. And also we can check it from backend tables. What are the tables are reflected for this requisition? Okay. So here now I want to check it. Select from PO requisition address all where segment 1 equal to 2. So this is our requisition. So now execute this. We get the record. So we have so many records which are having the same requisition number. So now we are giving the Reddy equal to 7931. So here we are getting a proper requisition number, and the status is shown as approved, authorization status. And next we can go to find out requisition lines all where requisition header ID equal to 185170. So now it is show us a proper requisition information, means item information. Then next we can go for PO REQ distributions where requisition line ID equal to 212378. Now it is clearly show us what are the account information is reflected for these distributions. Okay, so now we are going to generate the PO. So we don't want to create the RFQ and send the RFQ to suppliers and waiting for quotations. Directly we are going to create a PO with the reference of this requisition number. Okay, so here in this point of time we can use the auto create. So it is one of the way which is used to reduce the documentation of RFQ and quotations. Directly we create a PO with the reference of this requisition. Okay, so here click on auto create, and here we are going to clear that, and will be specifying the requisition number. Second requisition number, click on find. Now here it is show us whether the action is create or add to. So we can directly create a PO, or else we can add these requisitions to existing PO. Okay, or else then we can go for which document, either standard or planned, blanket release, RFQ, source RFQ. Okay, here observe this one, we can go for standard or we can go for planned. Both are purchase orders. Okay, and blanket, but we don't have any blanket purchase agreement, contract purchase agreement, because of that are the agreements, that are not a POs. Once we generate the agreement, after that what we do, we create a releases. We create a releases with the blanket. Okay, but with the contract we create a standard. Then that all options are there. In planned also we can releases, directly we can go to releases, but here we have three options. Okay, so now let us, I want to choose default type is a standard PO, and here grouping. Suppose say example, here system is going to show us multiple requisition. Right now we have only one requisition. Okay, if you want to create the multiple requisition, that all requisitions is going to show us here, and we'll be going to choose which requisition or default. Okay, now I am going to choose the default, or else we can choose the requisition. We select this one, then now here we have automatic. Observe this one. If you don't want to choose this one, suppose we can go for default. Again the manual session, same thing, again we enter each and every information and we can create the PO manually. But if you specify that requisition, directly we can go for automatic. Here we select the requisition and click on automatic. So sometimes they are asking this question, what is the use of grouping default and requisition? If you go for default, we can possible to create the PO manual. If you go for requisition, we directly create the PO automatic. Click on automatic. Now observe this one, to whom you want to generate this PO. Okay, so which supplier? Supplier 1, and the choosing purchasing operating unit has no default. Okay, not a problem. And then select another purchasing operating. You can write type, rate type. Maybe we are not defined the rate. Oh, these suppliers are. Okay, 1 second. To supply base. In the supply base we change the currency, then we can easily find out our supplier information. So we have supplier 1. Where is the currency information? There. So here we need to change the currency, automatically it will change. Now click on save. Oh, currency. Invoice currency. Now the currency is changed. In the same manner, okay, let us change only one supplier. Okay, so now we can go to create, auto create. First we clear the data and choose the requisition number, click on find. Now we select this one and choose the requisition, click on automatic. Here we can specify the first supplier. So now it is INR. We don't get any problem, right? So let us, here we choose the suppose example this one. Okay, now the source is default. Okay, then now our first requisition line are specified. Okay, we specify the first specific requisition line. Okay, or else here we can specify the to which requisition line you want to generate this PO. Okay, now click on create. Observe this one. When I am going to click on create, system automatically create the PO number. Automatically create the PO number with the full details of this requisition. So which is the information we specify in requisition, that all information automatically copy from the requisition to PO here. Supplier will be there, requisition number is created and items, everything will be there. So I didn't specify everything information, date by date, and go to shipments. So this is the information also, default come. So promise date will be decided by the supplier, but here we are going to specify only need by date because of it is an emergency. Distributions. So where exactly it will be distributed. Automatically everything will be coming, and also the PO is created but status is incomplete. So now what we do, we are going to approve the status by giving the supplier locations, means where exactly, sorry, not supplier location, where we want to move the items. Now save this and click on approve. Click on OK. Now the PO is successfully approved, right? So let us, we are going to checking from backend. And also here, let us, one second, where exactly the PO is having our request number. In this PO form, where our request number is located. Our PO is 6, right? Yeah. So here we have a reference document. So where it is available. Shipment. Also not there. It is distributions also does not available. There. So here in distributions we can find out the requisition number. So now you tell me how we are going to generate the link between requisition to PO. So here where in which table is there? PO distribution, all we have a requisition distribution ID, REQ distribution ID. Okay, we are going to generate the link that respected requisition to PO, and we can easily understand to what are the POs are generated with the reference of that requisition. Then clear? Okay, and the tables, what are the tables are reflected. Now I will show you what are the tables are reflected. Here same thing, select star from PO headers all. So where segment 1 equal to 6, and here arcade equal to 7931. The next we can go for PO lines on where PO header ID equal to 112306. The next we can go for, so we want to find out the shipments. PO line locations are where PO line ID equal to 175235. Then next we can go to PO distributions of where line location ID 266381. So here we are going to find out the respected requisition distribution ID. REQ distribution ID is nothing but, so what is the number? 210897. Here we can check it. In requisition table we have a distribution ID. That distribution ID will be stored in where? PO distributions all table. The column is REQ distribution ID. Okay. Interview point of view, they are asking the question. So we want to develop the query. Okay. So I want to see what are the requisitions are there with the reference of that PO information. We want to retrieve requisition number and PO number. Just I want to retrieve that two columns. How we are going to develop that two columns? Develop a query while retrieve that two columns only. So how we can do that? Requisition number and PO number. Requisition number and PO number. So what are the tables we want to join? I need to require that only two columns, requisition number and PO number.
PO header of distribution.
So here observe this one. Definitely we are going to generate the join requisition all tables and PO all tables. Then only we can possible to get the proper data. Otherwise we are not get the proper data. Because of requisition number is stored in PO requisition header solve. PO number is stored in PO header solve. But the join is there requisition distribution. So what we do? First requisition headers to lines, lines to distributions. Next PO headers to lines, lines to line location to distribution. Later we generate the join to requisition distributions to PO distribution. Automatically we are getting the proper data. Are we clear or not? Okay. So that is the only way we are possible to develop the query while retrieve that two columns. It's a very important question. Clear? Right. So don't say we can use only two tables. Okay. PO requisition header solve, PO header solve. We never possible to retrieve the proper requisition number and proper PO number. The join is a different table. Source columns are different table. Joins, middleware tables are so many tables. Okay, mediator tables. Without using mediator tables, we can't possibly get the proper information. Right? So this is the way we are going to develop the emergency PO. Clear? All of you.